What are you still sitting in the boat waiting for? There is a man in scripture who does something no human being had ever done. He walks on water, not because he was the strongest, not because he trained for it, not because conditions were perfect. He moved because he heard his name called and his body answered before his brain could argue. Come, Jesus said. And Peter got out of the boat and he walked. Matthew 14:29. Not after the storm stopped, not after the math made sense, not after the guarantee. He stepped while the wind was still speaking. The other 11 disciples stayed seated. Only Peter moved. Most people focus on the sinking, but most people are reading the wrong part. The miracle is not in the walking. The miracle is the leaving. There are three groups in every moment: those who never leave the boat, those who try and fall, those who walk. Scripture doesn't ignore the second group, it builds through them. Most people admire the miracle, few study the moment before it. That's the most Aries moment in the entire New Testament. Aries is ruled by Mars, the archetype of courage and forward motion. The core Aries frequency is not perfection, it is initiation, movement before certainty, action before permission, motion before proof. Because movement itself creates the path. Peter lived this fully. He stepped out first. He spoke first. He drew the sword first. He declared Jesus as Messiah first. He ran to the tomb first. Impulsive, bold, imperfect, unfiltered. I move before I understand. That is the Aries archetype lived in a human body. The boat is safety. The water is resistance. The step is the practice. Peter didn't research the water. He didn't check the depth. He didn't wait for certainty. He stepped and it held him. It held him for exactly as long as he didn't think about it. When he saw the wind, he became afraid and began to sink. The wind didn't change. The water didn't change. His focus did. That is the real lesson. Your workout, your discipline, your consistency. It's not a time problem. It's a focus problem. I'm Visionati from Live Your Vision. And I say this because I've lived it. I've planned the workout instead of doing it. Researched the program instead of starting it. Watched the wind instead of walking through it. The body already knows. The doubt lives in the mind. Wednesday is where we stop letting the mind veto the body. This is the law of responsibility. Responsibility is not obligation, it's responsibility, the ability to respond. Faith moved his feet before it stabilized his environment. Every rep you take under resistance is training your ability to respond under pressure. The body is the first responder of belief, and this pattern is everywhere. Abraham left without a map. Moses moved without a plan. David ran without armor that fit. Peter stepped without proof. The pattern never changes. Initiation precedes elevation. Here's what most people miss. In the original Greek, two different words are used. Peter's name, Petros, means small stone. The word used for the church's foundation, Petra, which means large rock, foundation, bedrock. Upon this rock, I will build my church. Matthew 16:18. Peter is the small stone. The rock is who he becomes. You are not Petra yet. You are still Petros. The difference is what you do after you sink. Peter sank, got caught, still declared, built the church. The fall was not the failure. The fall was the tuition. Now let's step into the ABCs of courage. A is for awareness. Your doubt is not in the water. It's in your focus. B is for boundaries. Draw the line with the version of you that negotiates. C is for community. Find the people also getting out of the boat. D is for discipline. Pre-decide your action before doubt wakes up. Initiation precedes elevation. E is for evolution. You are not the rock yet. You are the stone becoming it. I get out of the boat before I feel ready. I show up on the ordinary Wednesday. I draw the line against the voice that negotiates my standard. My body is the proof my discipline is writing. I own who I become after the fall. There are 3 groups in every room: those who never leave the boat, those who try and fall, those who walk. Which one are you choosing to be today? Drop the weights below. What are you done waiting on? Love is the courage to leave the boat. Love is carrying your cross. The load gets lighter every time you lift. Love is about you, but it's for us. Your heart is the map. Your emotions are the compass. Find your love.